Hi, I'm Luma. Today is September 20th, 2023. Whew. I'll just say there's a big lot of activating energy, radiant, brilliant, sparkling, amazing energy coming through here today. I'm going to try my very best to try and structure this through into English words. Going to be a bit of a trick today. So before I make these videos all the time, I feel this incredible pressure in my system, and it builds up and it builds up and it builds up, and somehow it gets all moved around and structured into words that I can communicate to you on these videos. So today there's kind of a lot of pressure coming through today. Okay, so if you would all take a really big, full, expansive breath here. And just pop open your biggest, brightest, wildest self here. Yep. Because we're going on a big, epic ride, the one we have been waiting for eons, it seems, lifetimes, years, whatever. It's been a long time, and things are bursting through. Okay. So, as the incredible, sensitive beings that you are, the highly realized masters that you all are already. And we're remembering and awakening, reawakening, retraining ourselves, rehabilitating ourselves from living in that crappy old dark matrix and all the fuckery, the crappy shit that we had to put up with for a really long time. Okay. So in my last couple of videos here in September, I was talking about getting really clear on what you need to say no to, really sharpening your discernment. Yeah. Okay. And so we're really taking this to the next level here. Yeah. What it is that you're claiming your power from. Let's look at it this way. Okay. We all know there is extreme levels of trauma, pain, and suffering that's been going on within our human family, and it's impacted the earth, all the levels of consciousness in the earth, from the smallest to the largest elemental beings. Yep. Including dragons. Yes, I'm finally going to talk about dragons here. Okay, in a minute. Okay, so those big forces of creations. Okay, we're going to talk about dragons. Okay, we're just going to talk about it. What I was shown many years ago, and I was just been sitting with this, and I know it's true, but how am I ever going to talk about this? And now more and more people are coming out and talking about it. So it's just time. Okay. So what I was shown, Earth, the body of Earth is bodies of great creator. They look like dragons, creator consciousness. Yeah. Consciousness of creation that holds the codes, that generates codes of creation that bring unformed substance into structured and formed substance. Okay, it creates blueprints, it creates code which substance can accrete around, and then we get planets and all the amazing forms that are here on this earth. It's just mind-blowing. It's mind-blowingly brilliant. Okay, so waking up to the mind-blowing brilliance of the forces of creation that are always working with us, always operating through us. Yep. There was a big lid that was put on a lot of these creation energies. Let's say those dragon forces went into a closed and latent state. The dragons kind of went to sleep. Yep. As Earth hurled through some very distorted, dark and dangerous parts of the free will universes. Okay, let's put it that way, where there's a lot of choices that were made to go against the forces of creation, to create harm, to separate, to make choices that were going to harm creation. And with that, disconnecting from the beautiful eternal life structures, and therefore, because of those choices, and the beings that were making those choices, we are pulled into it too. having to create artificial life systems, having to create imitation life systems that mimicked and imitated and tried to replicate eternal life, universal systems, universal structures, natural laws. It tried to imitate it, and it couldn't quite do it because it's frequency protected. You got to be an eternal being of a freaking fierce, massive, epic levels of love in order to work directly with the forces of creation. So this is what we're waking up to. This is what has been protected also too within Earth. Yeah. Say it's being protected by these dragons of creation. These are like really good dragons. Okay. There's all kinds of information about dragons out there. Tons. We're talking about the forces of creation, that which generates codes, that generates new forms of life, that regenerates life. Yeah. Okay. Whew. It's got to cool down a little bit here. Whew. A lot running through, and we start speaking about dragons here. Okay. And the forces of creation. Okay. Let's bring this down and ground it into our direct human experience. Okay. So there's a level of self-realization that is opening up for humanity. Okay, a lot of us have been prepared for this for a lot of lifetimes. Yeah, to actually hold steady and embody big forces of creation. Call them dragon energies. Okay. So we have to self-realize, self-actualize in order to hold those levels of consciousness with impeccability, with integrity, with fierce and ferocious and fiery and passionate love. Yeah, these are strong forces, okay? And at the same time, being aware of the greater wholeness of which we are a little individuated facet of, okay? Oneness, call it unity field. We got to be aware of that, and we have to self-actualize here, right? Okay, so hold steady. Take another deep breath here. There's a lot of frequency pouring through. Holy shit. Okay, all right. Poof. And I do these popping out breaths, kind of like when a big whale pops up, and sometimes I'll see humpback whales out here. I love it when they cruise by and they blow, and you can hear it mild, like way far away. You see this amazing blow, you can hear it. And so it's like, do that. Right? Blow out your big sphere, big bubble, big energy bodies. Yeah. We got to expand here. We really need to expand to be with everything that's coming up. Okay, let's talk about this now. The layers of trauma, pain, and suffering that have been compacted, and we've just been in it. And I talked about this in last video about feeling those places of utter powerlessness. Okay, when that false matrix system that's been oppressing and ruling and infecting and afflicting life on earth. Okay, we'll just say it that way. That's not doing it anymore. Bye-bye. We'll just say that. Okay, so now we can access our own suffering, right? The suffering that humanity has endured, the suffering that the animals of earth have endured, the elements of earth have endured, levels of desecration, defilement, violence, misuse, abuse, okay? So when we're doing our healing work, yeah, there's absolute power and riches and an inheritance deep in the suffering. So we don't want to throw it out, yeah? It's our fuel to transmute, to alchemize, to transfigure, to transform, yeah? So stay with me on this one here, okay? So we're expanding our capacity to feel a whole lot more. and we can reclaim aspects of ourselves. We can reclaim the nobility and dignity of the angelic human race. Mm-hmm. Because this bright and brilliant energy is awakening through our planet, through our bodies, we now have the capacity to do levels of high inner alchemy. What do I mean by that? Levels of being able to transmute and transform, touch and feel levels of hurt, pain, suffering, grief, anguish, yeah, that we haven't been able to touch. That's been frozen. It's been numbed. It's been locked away. Why we couldn't touch it? Because we would have annihilated ourselves if we touched it. Now we're starting to unpack that, right? It's the fuel for our liberation is in there. Yeah. The fuel for our liberation. There's things I can't translate into words. I'm going to do my energy passes here with my hands. Take in this bright and brilliant light. Okay. So what's awakening here? The promise of Regenesis. Yeah. When an old cycle has completed, the seeds of the next cycle awaken, and that's what's happening. So call that potential that was slumbering like sleeping dragons in a latent form. It's awakening because it's needed now. It's awakening in our DNA. You can think of dragon lines, dragon energies as the swirls of our DNA, the creation codes within us that are just bursting to regenerate, to create new forms, to create new systems, to create new structures, to create new life. Yeah. That was inhibited because we're on a repeat cycle. Yeah. We didn't have the full access to these powers of creation. Why? They were being protected by heavy layers of protection. There were guardians in the dark that protected us while we've been traveling through the dark. Important to remember this always, especially those of you who are walking in the dark nights of your soul right now. Many of you have walked through a lot of them so far in this lifetime, a lot of other lifetimes too. If you're walking through those dark places right now, know that you are protected. There are guardians in the dark. There's a beautiful regenerative aspect of the darkness that we are also reclaiming here. Think of it as the dark womb space, the dark space of the container that holds new life as it's gestating and forming, and we don't know what it is yet. It's the dark, mysterious, regenerative, rejuvenating place, okay? So know that that's an aspect of the darkness too if you are working and you're in those really dark places in your life right now, okay? And there's a lot of reclaiming, yeah? Reclaiming of our sovereign selves, reclaiming of our dignity, reclaiming of our gifts, capacities, and abilities. My goodness, the magic that we've been waiting for, that we know is possible, yeah? And with this integrity coming back online, with this deep, deep, devotional, fierce love of life, yeah? Protecting the innocence and the purity of life. Yeah, think big, fiery dragon protectors. Yeah. Mm-hmm. High levels of wisdom, high levels of intelligence. Yeah, that higher, bigger, fuller, super connected intelligence. Yeah. Intelligence of the forces of creation. Oh. Wow. How humbling to be able to be intimate with those forces as an angelic human. Don't have words. All right. Just expanding this out a little bit more here. Whew, whew, it's hot and hot and hot coming through, hot and high and whew, really intense, really intense. Whoa. Okay. So let's ground this down here. Let's really ground it. Yep. It's grounded through your feet, grounded through your legs, grounded through your hips. Yeah, grounded through your belly, grounded through your heart. Yeah, your heart. Whoa, everything that you're with and you're feeling. Levels of love that we have not had access to because we are numbed out. Yeah, for protection. Yeah, okay. So that's waking up. Wow, feeling capacities. Oh my God, how much we can feel. How much can we as humans feel? How much can we touch? Yeah. How much can we be in contact with in this incredible, incredible world? Yeah, I'm going to open up those capacities of higher mind. I call it angelic mind. Yeah, basically touching the mind of the creator, being touched by the mind of the creator of creation. Yeah. Really embodying and becoming these divine vessels that we are. Yeah. So let's zoom out to some big picture here, some timing around this. So here we're in September, we're going through October, November. By December, we're going to be birthing through some beautiful new creations, some beautiful new innovations, some beautiful new structures and forms. Yeah. So we're really in this purifying, separating out, cleansing any way that, you know, those distorted forces of harm embedded in us. You know, we're able to clean those out of our systems. Finally, now we've got the frequency support to do that. Okay. So working in those very tender, raw places within ourselves. Yeah. We are being held now to do this, this deeper level of work because it's for our liberation. It's for the liberation of our species. It's for the liberation of our future generations. Yeah. So don't ever look at anything that you've done as a waste of time. Do not look upon your potential as being wasted. Yeah. Ever, ever. Yeah. Call that up and claim all of that frustration, all of that suppressed rage, all of that held in grief and anguish. Yeah. That's where our power is. Our power to feel, touch, and be touched by the forces of creation. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, I'll be sharing more. Tune in again. In the background, I'm working on some other ways that I can share and work with groups on some other platforms. So I'm doing my research right now. So stay tuned. When I get those things in place, I'll be announcing them here on my YouTube channel. And I thank you and just like bless you so much for everything that you're doing, all that you're tuning into. Thanks for watching and subscribing and sharing and all of that good stuff. I'm just going to leave you with some more sparkles here. Just go enjoy the sparkliness of life today, even if it's cloudy. Enjoy some sparkling, yes. Okay. Love you. Bye.